Okay, I have a few words to say about the person who thinks they have fibromyalgia on the Lyrica commercial. If she really did have fibromyalgia, she wouldn't look like that, no matter how hard or how much makeup she put on. So I can tell you personally, I have it. And there are days when I can barely get up out of bed, let alone go out walking and running and what have you. So, the Lyrica people should get real people with fibromyalgia on it. What is fibromyalgia? It's more than joint pain. It's more than muscle spasms. It's more than pain in your bones. Have you ever had a dentist drill on the tooth and the Novocaine hadn't taken effect yet, or was just starting to wear off and the dentist is still using the drill? Well, you get that feeling going through actual bones, you know, like here in the middle of your arm or the middle of your leg, and you get all that pain, all that nerve ending, because that's what it feels like. Like something is drilling without the use of anesthesia right through your bones. And it starts when a person turns 38. Mine started when I was 36, but I didn't get diagnosed until I was 45 in 2005. And it starts usually in the back shoulders, the lower back, the tailbone, the hips, and then it spreads to your thighs, down your knees, your legs, your feet. I mean, times you're walking, your feet, toes feel like they're broken. I mean, there are times you're moving your hands and your fingers feel like they're broken, and you think, oh God, I broke my hand. You go and have it checked, nothing's broken. And the doctor says, well, that's part of the symptoms of the fibromyalgia. Okay, and then you have the muscle spasms, which, you know, you could be doing something and all of a sudden have a jerk. And let me tell you, those you can't tell when they're coming on either. And sometimes they occur at night, but sometimes they occur throughout the day. And let me tell you, the most painful one that I had was it occurred while I was trying to pour off hot water from potatoes to make mashed potatoes, and my arm spasmed, and down the right breast, I scalded breast, had dollar-sized blisters. By the time I got to the doctor's, because I had grabbed a frozen package from the freezer, the doctor had said, okay, second-degree burn with large blisters. And let me tell you, that was painful. Okay, and then you have the other things that go with fibromyalgia. You have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. And you can either have severe diarrhea, or you can have severe constipation, and I'm talking no bowel movement for 4 to 5, I've gone even 8 days, and let me tell you, that gets painful. And you're doing everything right. I mean, that's what irritates me, is I get told how I'm doing everything right. I'm eating vegetables, I'm taking fiber supplements, I'm making sure I'm drinking plenty of water, I try and, you know, walk around my home to try and get some exercise and do some leg exercises, and it still occurs. Okay, then the other thing, you know, and it's scary because it also comes with fibromyalgia, but it occurs by itself, is acid reflux or GERD. And when it gets so bad that it comes up to your chest, to your throat, and then you feel like a squeezing pain in your chest and the burning and you can't breathe, you feel like you're having a heart attack. And I've had a couple of those too, and I went to the emergency room and I felt foolish because after the blood test, which said, you know, if I had an heart attack, the enzyme would be in my blood, the EKG was okay, and they said, well, you just had an esophageal attack from the acid reflux in the GERD, plus the IBS of being so severely constipated, plus, you know, the pain from the fibromyalgia, and it's just like, oh God. So, those people from Lyrica need to get real. Because I'm telling you, fibromyalgia is not made up. It's not my imagination. I would not wish this on anyone. But for those who make the decisions, I would say, live in my shoes for a month, and then you'll see. That's it. Lyrica is a joke. So, what do? I can't work anymore. I can't maintain the typing speed that I used to, because I can't stand for long periods of time, or sit for long periods of time, or even lay down for long periods of time, because your skin becomes sensitive to touch, to pressure points and stuff, and the pain is intolerable. On top of that, when you're sitting too long and go to stand up, you start getting dizzy. And the doctor told me, well, that's because when you're sitting, or if you're standing, or if you're laying down on the side or the back or whatever for too long, you're applying pressure like you would a straw. You know how you kink the hose, you know, and hold it, and then you let it go, and it starts to spurt off, and then it rushes forward. Well, that's the blood, you know, that it basically stops flowing, and then when you get up and move, within a few seconds, you start feeling dizzy and try to grab to hold on to something, you know, in a very bad case of vertigo, and that's because the blood that had been stopped is released. So you have all of this on top of the bone pain, the joint pain, the muscle pain, and plus the headaches and stuff, you know, so they need to get real. And I'm telling you, I have it for real. So what I try to do in the meantime to keep my spirits up is write a few novels that I've tried to get published. I've got some romance novels that I've tried to get published. I've got some children's stories that I've tried to get published. But it's come down to the point where even now I have what the doctors call chronic tennis elbow on top of the fibromyalgia and IBS and the acid reflux and the GERD, on top of asthma and allergies, and it's just like, okay? So, that's it. You know, if you know someone who has fibromyalgia, talk to them. You know, because you used to be able to plan things days in advance. Can't. Because you never know when one or the other is going to kick off. And that's all I have to say. So have a nice day. Bye.